So sad news, the Supreme Court says it's okay to shut down TikTok if they don't get rid of the Chinese people who own the place and are trying to infect our minds and turn us into, gender-confused slaves of stupidity. Which means if they actually go through with it, that would mean that I wouldn't be tormented anymore by being forced to watch these stupid people on these stupid videos making us all stupid because they work for the Chinese without even knowing it. Wait a minute, is that, did I say that was bad news? I got confused for a minute. That's the greatest thing ever. However, while we can still get TikToks, there's no reason why my staff can continue to torture me by showing me the stupidest videos ever. These videos are from self-help people, maybe psychologists, maybe psychotics. It's hard to tell the difference, but these are people explaining how you can survive your sadness at Donald Trump becoming president. You think you don't like World War III, but you'll miss it when it's gone. So these videos are going to show us, and enjoy them while you can, because soon, either we'll all be Chinese or we won't be able to see these. All right, so let's watch people tell us how to survive our terrible, terrible sadness at Donald Trump's election.
Election day didn't go as planned. Here's what I want you to remember. My name is Cassie. I'm a licensed clinical therapist, and I primarily deal with anxiety disorders. And these are the 4 things that I want you to remember. Number 1, I want you to breathe. I know it's heavy. A lot of us are feeling it. It's very overwhelming and it's very scary, but I want you to breathe. 2, you have to take care of yourself, and so you have to get sleep. 3, I want you to do something you enjoy, something fun. So you don't need to be reading all of the political thoughts and opinions right now. Take a break. Go for a walk with your dog. Meet with your girlfriends. Do something that you enjoy doing. And last, and the most important, just because we didn't win today doesn't mean our work is done. Get involved with something that you care about. Join a cause. It does not stop just because today feels like a bad day.
That's great. This is working already. I already feel great. I feel fantastic. Donald Trump's going to be president. I'm breathing. I'm already breathing. I'm not sleeping. I never sleep.
I just dream.
But still, I'm going to get involved. I hope to, I was going to get an orange wig and walk around, hoping to pick up a couple of bucks that way. And that worked great. I mean, I felt great before, but now I feel great knowing that woman is suffering too. So that's a terrible thing to say. All right, let's watch some more.
I know it's been a tough start to the week. Even though the week's not done, we are in the home stretch. Yesterday was a day about grieving for most of us. Yesterday was a day to sit with the heaviness of what had happened and to try and just feel it and get through it. Today is a new day. Today is the next day forward. There's going to be a lot of days that are just the next day for us. I want you to remember that everybody grieves differently. Some people are going to feel better, faster, and other people, it's going to linger. But I think to me, one of the most important things is to find a sense of community. Feeling like you're not alone in the grief and the pain that you're feeling lessens that on some level. So whatever you need to do, just remember, everybody grieves differently. I hope you take care of yourself today.
Wow, that was so depressing for a minute. I thought Obama was reelected. No. But, I don't want to make fun of that guy's grief. Oh, wait. No, that's exactly what I want to do. Sorry, I made a mistake. Maybe we could cut that out later. Well, who are these people? Don't they want to be free? I guess not. If they wanted to be free, they wouldn't be on TikTok working for the Chinese. If you own a smartphone, a computer, or any internet-connected device, there are thousands of companies out there who know you better than you do. They're called data brokers, and they make billions of dollars a year tracking your activity across the internet. They know what you've bought, everywhere you've been, who you've talked to, your private and personal beliefs, and they package all that up into a profile that they sell to people who want to control you, marketers, activists, and yes, politicians too. So what you can do about it is get off the internet entirely or Start protecting yourself with ExpressVPN. Here's something most people don't realize. Your internet provider can see everything you do online, even in incognito mode. That's why I use ExpressVPN. These companies track you through your IP address, but ExpressVPN masks your IP address completely, giving you a new IP address that can't be traced back to you. With the new year and new opportunities coming up, I'm especially grateful for ExpressVPN. Whether I'm checking my bank account from the airport or working from my laptop on the go, I know my data is secure. It's incredibly simple. Just one click and you're protected across all your devices. You can start your 2025 with the peace of mind ExpressVPN gives. Find out how you can get 4 months free by scanning the QR code on screen, clicking the link in the description box below, or by going to expressvpn.com/Andrew Klavan Show.
Election day is cheat day. Nothing counts. Stress eating snacks meant for Thanksgiving. Survival instincts are kicking in. Texting your ex for a booty call, it's not desperation, it's patriotic stress relief. Crying while refreshing the news, emotional resilience. In action, doom scrolling for hours, you're just staying informed, babe. How else are you gonna do it? Oversharing your political views with strangers on social media. The founding fathers would be proud. Forgetting to shower? Who has time for that when democracy is at stake? Canceling plans to avoid human interaction? You're just conserving energy for the cause. Feeling too anxious to do work? Self-care over capitalism. Everything is self-care today. Do what you got to do to get to tomorrow.
That is what I was doing. I was doing what I had to do to get to tomorrow.
So shit, man. It.
I'm wondering what happens if you don't do what you have to do to get to tomorrow. Does that mean tomorrow doesn't come? I just wondering. You know, I have to tell you something. If in all seriousness, whether you're a Trump supporter or an idiot, if you really feel this way about politics, stop paying attention to politics. It'll go on without you. You've only got one vote. You're going to vote for the same person, the same side every time anyway. So if this is really the way you feel, my advice, don't watch the news and just wander around. You'll feel happy. One of the things that always gets me is when they tell me Trump is Hitler. I always think like, wow, that must be really tough for you when you were killed. But you're sitting in your room making TikTok videos, so you're fine. So if you're fine and you're that depressed by it, stop watching. All right, more.
Hey, therapist here. A therapist, not your therapist. Internet's been a dumpster fire for the last week, understandably so. There's a lot of people saying that you shouldn't go no contact with people if you have differing political beliefs, and I'm here to tell you that that's not true. You're absolutely allowed to distance yourself from people who actively vote to do you harm. Absolutely, you're able to. But here's the bigger thing. Generally speaking, it is because of a long list in a long period of time of active harm against them. Nobody, generally speaking, goes no contact, spur of the moment, because of one thing. Generally speaking, we are talking years of abuse, neglect, torment, whatever it may be. There's years of problems within the relationships, and this might have just been the straw that broke the camel's back.
So here's a pro tip. If your therapist or advisor is hyperventilating,
but here's the bigger.
You might want to move on. You might want to try somebody else. And if she's telling you to stop talking to your mom because she voted for the other party, really, just like very quietly sort of sidle to the door and then quickly throw her a Xanax and duck out. That's the trick there, because like when you walk into your therapist and your therapist is talking like this, that's not a good therapist because she's nuts. I mean, she's nuts. That's a clue. Are there more of these?
I went to therapy today so that you don't have to. So I want to share with you some of the insights that I gained from my therapy session that I had the day after the election. What I realized is that why this hurts so much is because I feel that so much of my life is spent having to be the bigger person when I don't want to, and I do view that as one of my superpowers is empathy and compassion when it is really, really difficult. And I am just so tired of having to put myself on the back burner and not getting to win and not getting to just have what I want. And once again, the dumb, ugly, rich, white bully gets everything. And I don't. And I am just so tired of feeling second rate while I'm doing my damn darndest to be a good person, and these people just have no intention of being good people.
So I'm thrilled to hear that the big, ugly, white, rich bully gets everything, because that's me. But the secret there is, if you want some of those things, ask him for it, because he's probably a pretty nice guy and you have nice hair and he'd like to go out with you. And then you can have all the things that the big, ugly, white, rich bully has. All right, now you all feel better. You've recovered from Trump's victory. Let's get on with being free and rich and safe. And somehow together we'll survive that. What a bunch of nuts. Are you depressed? Well, like and subscribe. We'll depress you more. And if you want to be even more depressed, you can subscribe to The Andrew Klavan Show wherever you get your podcasts.